Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yabashai Bashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone to rule well. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this, wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. This is I don't want to call it a friendly, but it is definitely a reminder. And it even says in the caption up here, just to remind you how vicious slavery was and what they did to us. These people were heartless. We must never forget, never again. All right, and that's the you-ish slogan about their, a questionable event. That the numbers may not add, and certain facts may have been misconstrued or embellished upon, but we won't get into that, right? The first two I want to get, this is Malachi 1 and 4, and I just want to read the bottom portion is what is pertained to what we're talking about. Okay, and it says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people whom the Lord hath indignation with forever. Let me put that on D&D. All right. And then I want to move over to the curses, right? That's what we were under. We are still, they're being lifted, but, this was part of it, all part of it. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 50. 49. 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. And remember, Ecclesiastes 12 and 10 tells us never to trust thine enemy. And Psalms 89, I believe, tells you who your enemy is. It's Esau is twice. It goes directly as the overall overarching nation of Edom, and then it says Amalek, who is the head tribe of it. All right. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, as we were in want of all, as we are still, for the most part, in want of all things. We have to go to him for a loan. We have to go to them for houses. They own and control everything that we need, right? Job 9 and 24 tells you the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far and from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleeth. All right, and remember, don't they exalt themselves as the eagle? And a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. All right, he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thine kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. And a lot of these things, a lot of delicacies nowadays, were struggle food, like wings, eating chicken wings. Like that was the massa got the part, the breast, the leg, and the thigh, and that's what was given to us as the wing. Or, it talks about how we weren't given anything but the pig, eating abominable food. All these different things that you can kind of recount and understand. It's just, hey, as all the bad has happened, what I look forward to is all the good that is also prophesied, especially rendering unto them double in righteousness, because we ain't gonna be doing, they like that freaky, weird shit and bug breaking, and you know how they get down. That's why Job said he wouldn't even have them with the dogs of his flock, or have them around his dogs.
It really does make your stomach heave. Here are 3 accounts of punishments meted out by Thistlewood in 3 months in 1756. Darby catched eating canes, had him well flogged and pickled, then made Hector shit in his mouth. Rubbed Hazard with molasses and exposed him naked to the flies all day and to the mosquitoes all night. Flogged Punch well and then washed and rubbed in salt pickle, lime juice, and bird pepper, made Negro Joe piss in his eyes and mouth. Thistlewood kept a tally of what was known as nutmegging, the rape of female slaves, something he did by his own reckoning on 3,852 occasions. He would allow his
3,852 occasions, and that, so you know you got to multiply it by 3.
guests to do the same.
And you know that was some man's wife, right? So when we render unto them double, it will be in righteousness. The righteous indignation of the Lord will be upon you, right? It ain't going to be, adultery, taking your wife and doing it. We'll leave the foul, disgusting shit to you since you're so good at it. Where we at? 18. And 4. The point in 6, but we'll start at 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works in the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. Right, and that is, we're talking the fall of Babylon. But understand, at the head of Babylon that is prophesied, Esau, Edom is prophesied to be at the head of Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon in these times. And there is so much dirt. There is a long laundry list of things that has been charged to your tab because you thought that the Lord was with you in all of this, right? This so-called Christian nation, while you were doing things that violated the very law of the Bible you said you believed in. Okay? Where is that? Where is that? Psalms 50. Beforehand, hold on. We'll get Psalms 50 to 13 and 10. This is what I wanted as well, since we are on the spirit of rendering them double and them getting the payback, right? This is the Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And who are the saints? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, the Israelites, who have suffered at the hand of a barbarian, right? Now, the Lord brought this upon us because of our disobedience. However, you are going to get yours as well. You don't get away with touching the apple of the Lord's eye. All right, Psalms 50, and this one's just going to be really straight and to the point, something quick, but very thorough, and just a reminder that not just because, but as you see the bad has happened and is still happening, look forward to all the blessings that the Lord said was on the way. The Lord is a fair and a just power, right? And a false balance is an abomination. So, he has told us that all Israel would be saved, and there is an elect that will be saved on this first go around, right? And these devils will be put back in chains where they need to be, and the law will go forth out of Jerusalem, and we will be the head. So the curses will be reversed. Instead of us being the tail and them being the head, everything will be set back in its proper order, and the earth will flourish. What did I say? Psalms 50. And this will be, this is the other thing we can conclude with this one. Okay, so straight to the point, right? But unto the wicked, God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? That they not do that? And even these Edomites to this day talking about, we used to be a Christian, this was founded on Christian values and swearing in on the Bible and doing all this other stuff, right? but they are clean contrary. Verse 17, seeing thou hated instruction and castest my words behind thee. Did it as Cain, and when he came back as Esau, that spirit went out throughout their nation, right? Incapable of righteousness and righteous instruction. Verse 18, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consented with him and had been partaker with adulterers. Thou gavest thy mouth to evil and thy tongue to frame deceit. Oh, man, where was it? Thou thought that I was altogether with thee. 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes, right? So that's what's going to happen. You know, the Lord will show us that he has always loved us, right? Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. All right, go to that scripture. So with that being said, I pray that you are edified, and just I truly do, and I pray that you see that with all the bad that is happening, read for encouragement the good that is promised to come if we hold fast to the truth and stand firmly for the name, right? So again, I say with that being said, I pray that you are edified.